We hear you.
Good morning, Harisa.
Morning, ma'am. Give me 1 minute.
Sure, sir.
Anyway, we are 5 minutes delayed today, but anyway, we'll be coming back. I think all the examiners are ready.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Kushal, and we'll also hear from Reshmi.
Hi, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Hope all the sessions get ready.
Hari sir, this is slot 1 session 3. Can you please confirm if my voice is audible?
Absolutely audible, Annie. It's pretty good. Session
Thank you,
3,
sir.
if you are with video, we'll be checking out with your video.
Yes, sir.
Session 4 is also right from Maha ma'am's room.
Yes, sir. We are ready.
Yeah, that's what I saw you, and your voice is also clear.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Session 3, Mahati ma'am, your room is also now looking good.
Yes, sir. We are all set.
Voice is also audible.
Yes, sir. Even your voice is pretty clearly audible.
Very good. We wanted the session 2 and 1 to get ready. Of course, on the other hand, we have Kushal, an examiner, ready. Then Ma'am Reshmi also is ready.
Yes, sir.
We need to have a couple of other examiners to join us. Somehow my camera is not working well. Here and there, if I put myself in mute, please accept me. Yeah, we see Prashanti ma'am is also online. There are 3 examiners and then 4 rooms. We wait for one more examiner to join us. In fact, this is an exam at the end of English for Job Seekers course at English Language Communication Skills Lab of Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. As part of this exam, personal interview round is conducted. Since the course aims at meeting to the target of job skills or job readiness of of undergraduate students in all engineering branches that are offered by Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. We are actually awaiting an examiner. He or she might be joining very shortly. All the 4 rooms are ready. Session 2 is still on video mute. We'll be waiting for session 2 to open its video. 1, 3, and 4 are ready. We also have examiners ready. All the audio checks, video checks are properly aligned for the expected examination environment. Thanks for all the students' patience in keeping themselves ready, in accepting the need of the hour. Today, in any of the job interviews, this virtual mode of conducting interviews has become very new normal. We expect you to experience that virtual mode of interviewing. Hence, you have this kind of an exam. We're actually waiting for session 1 to begin with this video. Thanks, Manimala ma'am is also ready on the screen.
Hi sir, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. We have all 4 examiners ready, 3 rooms ready, and we'll be waiting for other 1 room to switch on its video.
Sir, even we are ready, sir.
Thank you. I think session 2's audio is to be arranged. Anyway, shortly it can be arranged within 1 more minute time. We'll wait for their readiness. It is in the viewer's interest. This examination is known as personal interview round of external examination conducted at English Language Communication Skills Lab of Lendi. As part of this exam, we have examiners sitting outside this lab, organizing on virtual call, conducting a personal round of interview. It is purely one-on-one interview where an examiner sits outside this lab and then each candidate get exposed to understanding what is the value of this virtual call and what is the value of personal interview. As part of this personal interview, purely your readiness towards the job, how personal you are towards your job, what is your readiness towards the job skills part, all that is found seriously. And as part of this exam, each one of these trained graduates will stand before or will sit before examiner in negotiating and making each examiner accepting or each examiner to validate the skill set of you. Are you readily available for job that is there for you? Are you ready for getting available opportunities? Still, you are supposed to add quite a few new practices for your job skill improvement is very effectively found here as an outcome that is set by the team English as part of this course. Hope I'm sounding all normal, not unnatural. I think I'm sounding natural in order to see the important outcome of this whole process. I appreciate the whole spirit that is being put in by all the team of English here internally and the examiners who have shown their interest to be with us for around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. That is absolutely an excellent affair. At the end of the day, as part of this nation building, we are making these undergraduates ready for the job opportunities. I thank Kushal Agasti who has taken opportunity immediately. Soon we sent a request. We also thank Madam Rashmi. I also thank Manimala, one of the best student buddies of mine and who has undertaken this pleasure on a very short notice. Anyway, Dr. Prashanti, one of the senior teachers of this vicinity from NSRIT, Madam Prashanti also joined here. So we have got a right opportunity now. We wait for the session 2 to open its video and then we can go ahead. In fact, my video is here and there jumping. Please accept. It is not my fault. The system that I'm sitting with has its own issues, but only video, not the audio. We are waiting for session 2 to start.
We are ready, sir.
We are waiting for you to show on video. Then are you comfortable with the audio ready?
Yes, sir. We are.
Is audio coming out for the students and you?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's great.
Thank you, sir.
It's quite interesting to see all of us are ready for the exam. And just now I have heard from Prashanti ma'am's voice. She is just nearby our campus and she'll be catching us in the campus with another 5-10 minutes. We accept her mute video or mute audio, not a problem. And we'll be now going further. Since this is an examination, not only having learning outcomes of this exam, we also have its assessment and assessment results that are to be shortly shared with all the candidates who are experiencing this exam. As part of this exam, we have 3 different halves of the exam. In the first half, we have introductions. So far, we have introduced with what exactly this course is all about. As you all know, Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology has its autonomy to design its coursework, and also to come forward happily to conduct its own examinations. So as part of this examination autonomy, we, Team English at English Language Communication Skills Lab, hereafter it is called ELCS Lab, has a raised platform which always strives hard for the students' communication skills development. It has offered 3 courses, and this is the last course of third years who are going to join shortly for the campus placements within other 1 or 2 months. So as part of this course, English for Job Seekers, this course has got 16 weeks of time, out of which 12 weeks we trained them, and 4 weeks we have taken for evaluating, assessing, and then continuously putting an effort to make each one of them understand what are they doing. So fortunately, all the 15 weeks are up, and then this is the 16th week. As part of the 16th week, we are conducting an external examination wherein we are offering the students a choice of interacting with unknown people as examiners. Of course, Reshmi ma'am, even we too do not know who she is. Only one reference we had Reshmi ma'am inside. Kushal Agasti, to an extent, I know, but most of my team doesn't know. And also, most of you could not know about her. And Manimala ma'am, I only know it, her, and others, it is quite new face for you. So this is how generally in any of the recruitment examination, the personal round of interview takes place. For the one who is before you is not absolutely known to you, and you are going to interact with him or her. So the same is the concept behind this examination, and there is no new Greek and Latin that is found in this exam. How well that you are interacting, negotiating, mitigating with the plans of your interview, you are more successful. I request all the student friends to open up your brain, mouth, as well as your interest towards the exam. Any light taker will always have his own reward or her own reward. All right. So with this, I can say this examination is in 3 parts. The first part is of introductions, and I introduced what this course is all about. And thanks for my team who has given me the opportunity to host the whole session and then give away the brighter part of this course's outcome and the course's policy. And now I request session-wise, session 1 introduction, and session 2 next, and then 3, 4, followed by each of the examiners. So quickly, when we finish these introductions, we'll go to the second part. I wait for session 1 to switch its audio on and then go ahead.
Yes, sir. A very good morning, sir. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Very, very much audible, but we wanted a little low voice from you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. I like it. Thank you for that. And a warm greetings to all the examiners who have come and who have took their time, personal time, and have been with us today. And that is really a greatest thing to us and also for our students. And now, introducing myself, I'm Kavya, working as assistant professor 2 years with this institution. And first and foremost, let me thank Kaiser for giving students this kind of opportunities to practice their interview before it's a forefront. So, like coming to this practices and everything, Kaiser has mentioned everything very clearly. I request the examiners to give all their valuable comments required for the student. However, we know that you are the most experienced one in this kind of platforms, and students like this have experienced 2 things and 2 labs like this, and now they have entered into higher order course. And yes, they have understood the difference between like what to learn first and what to learn next, and they have understood the importance of priorities in their life. And talking about more of this will be like I am hosting up the lab and all. It will be fine if you listen this from our students. So we have 2 with me and in this assortment session. These are from CSC, and Her name is Samagita, and here we have Karthik. They want to share their experience. Like, since from first year till third year, they have been experiencing so much in the lab. Like, so first let us know from Karthik, and then we'll switch to Samagita. Thank you.
So good morning, one and all. Respected sirs and external examiners. I'm Karthik from CSCA. So my initial journey with this English lab, where I used to get so nervous to speak in front of everyone, but then our beloved mentor Kavya ma'am, she just took us ahead. Like she gave some pro tips how to communicate with each other in this English lab, and I've learned a lot from this English lab, like socializing and improving my communication skills and even my soft skills also in this 3 month program. So I'm so happy, and this journey was outstanding with this communication lab, and also Hari sir, he played a hero in our communication lab. He used to give all the pro tips that a professional software engineer should be. So this is my journey.
So thank you, Karthik. Now let's ask views of Samagita.
A very pleasant good morning to everyone, respected sir and respected external examiners. I'm Sanangita and I'm from CSC. So first of all, let me tell you this. Before starting this year, we are very privileged to know that we are having an ELCS lab where we can express our thoughts and our knowledge. But from as seen from a scale from first year to third year, every person is trying their best to put what they are. But when it comes to this lab, let me tell you in short, it is a place where we can lock up our hesitation and fear and step up with a lot of knowledge and confidence, where we can overcome these circumstances with this knowledge. It really helps us a lot.
Thank you, sir, and that's all about the experiences from the students and from Spot One. Thank you.
That's great to hear from you both the students and Kavya ma'am, obviously, who has put in a very good effort. And I also have seen most of you are waiting for the opportunity. And I now see session 2.
Thank you, sir. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Anisha, and I'm working as an assistant professor in this college. And first of all, a very hearty welcome to all of the examiners. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful time interacting with all of our students. And I'm 100% sure that your suggestions, your feedback, and your advice will be of great value to this session. And in fact, we have 2 students here to speak about their lab experience. We have Divya here
Hi, Divya.
to share her experience.
A pleasant morning to one and all, to all the professionals here. I'm Divya Madhavatra and I'm from 3rd year CSC 8. And first of all, I would like to thank our ELCS lab team and our prominent personalities for giving us this opportunity to share our personal experience in ELCS lab. So, the first day of our ELCS lab was very wonderful. Everyone were very afraid of what's going to happen because from the schooling we would have some English, but from intermediate most of us are mainly focusing on the core subjects, but we are lagging behind the communication skills. But coming to our English lab, we are given with the opportunity to enhance our communication skills as well as the soft skills too. During COVID also, our English team has given a very wonderful opportunities to showcase our skills in YouTube. We have gone through scanning phase, observation phase, and many phases, and we are given with the suggestions of our ELCS team of how to enhance our personality and how to mold ourselves to be the best personalities. So, coming to my experience, I was the one who was a very shy person. I was unable to express myself. And at that point of time, our team members and our team leaders and our mentors have given me good suggestions and made me in a such a way that I could able to express myself. And our coming to our Hari sir, he was the one who always set standards for us. He was an inspiration to many of us. And coming to myself, Hari sir is one of the inspiration to me also. He was the one who set standards for me and for many of my achievements. Our ELCS lab was the reason behind it, and I had many experience, and I think that this 1 minute chance would not be enough to share all of my experience. So in short, I could say that this was one of the best moment of my life to share my experience. Thank you.
We also have one more student, Prabhas, to share his experience.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Pravas from CSCA, and I'm here to share my ELCS lab experience. And the three main things I learned from this lab, like to communicate, to collaborate, and to compete, which are very much required for an employee in this industry. And for a CSC student like us, in this rise and fall of IT industry, it is very much important that if it doesn't have these communication skills, how much the technical skills we have isn't worth enough. So showcasing the skills we have is so much important other than having it. In this ELCS lab, I learned a lot to how to showcase my skills that present in me. And also I overcome the fear of speaking to others. And I can say that in these 3 years of journey with this ELCS lab, I learned these 3 things, like to compete, to collaborate, and to communicate, which will definitely help me in future and further improving my career in this IT industry. And thank you for all the professionals and my mentors, and also my friends as a peer evaluators during this journey for improving my skills. And thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
That's great hearing from session 2, both from Divya and Prabhas, who have even put a right effort in making others understand how valuable the peer evaluation too. I forgot to mention this point. As part of this course, we have highlighted the peer evaluation. Only the peers know what pressure that one always feels with other peer. And we have encouraged seriously various ways that the peers have to undergo their own evaluation and others' evaluation. Knowing from others' follies and knowing from others' advice is so sweet a fire that they have undertaken. Thanks, Prabhas. You have reminded me about this important feature of this exam. And now, over to session 3.
Yes, sir. Very good morning, Hari sir, and all the external examiners who have taken time.
Good morning.
And, joined us, and all my dear team English and the dearest students. A very warm welcome to one and all. And the very motto of this examination is to make students, practice and make them understand how this personal interviews take place, because in a very short span of time, the very crucial part of their course of study is a personal interview. So the very motto of this kind of examination or conduction of this kind of setup is to make them understand, to make them experience how to take a personal interview. And that is the reason why we always welcome, examiners from any part of the world, not constraining ourselves only to the premises of our college. So I'm sure both the examiners as well as the students will have a learning curve. We have to learn from each other, and as young teachers like us, we also have so much to learn from all of you, and it's a great opportunity, I believe in. And now from session 3, we have 2 students who are eagerly waiting to share their experiences, and we have Pooja from CSCA who would like to share her views.
Very good morning to one and all. Respected sir and respected ma'am. I'm Pooja from CSCA. Sir, I'm here to share my view in ELCS lab. In my personal way, in my personal experience, I learned a lot from this ELCS lab.
And I know from the first day, it's my first experience standing in front of everyone and expressing myself. It's first time Kavya ma'am and Knowledge ma'am let me to make myself open up, and not only me, and it make my team members and my class members to be open. This ELCS will make us to be learn so many things like skills and soft skills, etc. But in our schools and colleges, we learn only vocabulary and etc. Here we can be like we can be using our own self. We can be get rid of our fear and also the stage fear. I'm the one end of the I'm one experience the stage fear. I'm such a backstanding girl. Now I'm in front of you because of this ELCS lab. It will make us to be open up and also be the main member in standing in front of us. Thank you.
We also have Geetika who would like to share her experiences, and she's from CSCP.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Hari sir, and all the examiners and all my dear friends. Yeah, this is Geetika from 3rd CSCP, and I would like to share my experience of English lab. The first thing that entering to college, I was shocked to know that English has a lab. Until the college phase, we never heard about the lab, English having a lab. Until the college phase, we can say, not we, I personally meant that we only learned how to speak English, how to write English, but in the college we experienced the English. Say we implemented speaking and we implemented writing. It made me the better. Simply, I can say it made the better me till now. I am the one who was never. I am always be in the back to represent anything. I would never be in front to represent anything. Now I can say that I would be the first person to represent anything, and I would be the first person to say anything and do anything. I can say that English lab had made me the best out of me and took out the best out of me. So I was so thankful for English lab for taking out my best. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, once again for giving us this opportunity.
That's-
Over to Hari, sir, back.
That's great hearing from session 3, and both of those candidates too responded very well, and I expect others also to interact with the examiners in the similar way. Keep that spirit until the examination ending, and I now request session 4 to take it forward.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. A very good morning to all the external examiners, my team of English, and all the students presented today. And I'm really happy to have examiners from 4 different streams who are the appropriate or the right people for these students, who can guide them about what actually the practical exposure is. Actually, that is the reason this course has been introduced by Hari sir, and especially from our college, to make the students to understand, not confined to 4 walls, to understand them about what actually the the practical exposure is, how the industry is looking after the right candidates, what are the skills that are needed for these people. So keeping all these things in the view, we have designed this course in keeping 3 important verticals like writing, grammar and vocabulary, and last vertical, which is very important, is job skills. The skills that are needed for acquiring a job as an employee. So this, from my point of view, this course really helped the students. And apart from me, I just want to make you all to understand through students' words, like what actually this course is, to what extent they have acquired the skills that are required for their personal growth, as well as their professional development. Today we have 2 students, Mr. Chandu and Ms. Manasi from Computer Sciences. Now they want to share their experience about this course and their expectations from this course. Over to you, Manasi.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Manasi Chalam from CSCP. I just want to say this lab is not only it's mainly about
Unfortunately, Manasi's voice is lost. Is it?
Yes,
with all of you or only with me?
yes, sir. Even we can
Uh,
voice.
Manasi,
I also can't.
yeah, Manasi, please come forward. Huh?
Can you hear me?
Right. Yeah, now we are able to hear you.
Good morning, everyone.
No, similar breakout. I don't know what happened. So far, it is very clear.
Till Mahamam's voice is very clear, Manas's voice is not.
Okay, maybe they're using mobile phone. Okay. No, no.
So can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear your voice, ma'am, so well. I don't know why, what happened. Maybe can you exchange your places, ma'am?
Yes.
Teacher to student, student to teacher. That place might help us.
Good morning, everyone.
Wow.
Good morning, everyone. I'm A. Mansi Chalam from 3rd CSCB. And I just want to say that this lab has not only taught us about educational purpose or for job skills, it has taught us life lessons. For example, in life, we face different types of consequences and different types of situations, and we interact with a lot amount of people. So I just want to say that this lab has given us the confidence to show our skills. That is, for example, let us consider teamwork. So in teamwork, it is important to value others' opinion as well as show our opinion. So this lab has told us how to value others' opinion. I was also, I was also a little scared when I was first into this lab, and I can really say that each and every teacher handled us and taught us many things. Everyone personally handled single student, and they gave us all the necessary requirements that we need. They have provided us support and have asked us to show our skills. There is no problem because generally everyone has a shy in speaking in front of everyone. So I just feel that all our teachers, our Hari sir, Maha ma'am, and all other teachers have helped us a lot in speaking our views. So I just want to say that this lab is totally a very good area for each and every student to show their skills and tell their experiences. So I think now our friend Chandu wants to share his opinions.
Hello all, my name is Sai. Actually, ELCS lab main motive is to make mistakes and learn from them. Actually, in my point of view, Hari sir particularly noted every mistake that I have made till now, and he always used to guide me on that mistakes. And a person should be learning from by making mistakes. The main motive of the ELCS lab is to make mistakes, try to avoid them to the next step, to the next time we are going to do it. And ELCS lab in the beginning of the year, like when I'm in the first year, I just don't know how to just communicate or interact with everyone. I used to be shy and I used to sit behind wall or sit ideally. So then at that time, Maha ma'am and Hari sir and Joshna ma'am, these are my mentors who let me interact with everyone, because when it comes to life interaction and communication, this matters. Because of those part of the thing of our life, we used to interact with everyone. We just get everything. So they let me know what is the importance of the communication and what are my mistakes that I am making in terms of communication and software skills. Thank you.
No, we missed your voice, Maha ma'am. You're saying something, but we missed it.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Maybe there is a loose contact with the cable. Sorry.
Yeah. If you wanted any support, you may use that two-channel microphone we have. The new one that we have brought in.
Yes.
That one, if you can use to the laptop that you're using, personal interview round will be so safer.
Sure, sir. Yes. Over to you,
So,
sir.
yeah, that's great to hear from all the session 1 to 4. I appreciate the patience of all the support teachers, support examiners, as well as the student friends who have opined. Out of the box, we have Chandu with a new look. He looks very good on the screen with all his clean shaved head. Congratulations, Mr. Chandu, who succeeded very well in bringing out the very concept of do one time the mistake, don't repeat the same mistake. Any number of times you make mistakes, you should learn from those, and then by not repeating the same mistake ever. That's really a catchy statement, and we now go to examiner's introduction. We have Reshmi ma'am. Can we see you, ma'am?
Yeah, sir.
We want you to introduce yourself for the whole gathering, ma'am. Are you be able to put your video also on?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, thank you.
So, hello guys. Hello fellow students. I myself, Reshmi. I'm working currently as a transaction processing associate in a Conduent company, and have a personal experience of 5 years. That's it. That's it about me. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Reshmi ma'am, I think you have completed.
Yes.
Very short and crispy. Thanks for your time. Even in a short notice by Kavya ma'am, you are ready. And I know that you are equally talented like all others who has been putting a lot of effort on industry and looking forward to help these kids to understand what exactly the industry expectations. Through this personal interview, you may also take the turns in guiding, supporting these young kids.
Yes.
And at any point in time, anybody's innocence or anybody's ignorance, anybody's carelessness must always be not discounted. I request you to be that receptive towards these kids.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, ma'am. Can I have Kushal sir, because he is now an examiner.
Good morning, one and all. Myself, Kushal. I'm a native of Vijayanagaram and I'm working as a Angular developer in Web Technologies Services Limited, Bangalore. I'm a former student of Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. Personally, I have learned a lot from our English lab. As one of our students said that she is a backbench and not coming forward type of kind of girl. I personally that kind of guy who used to be shy and sit forward and speak with everyone in front of me. Harish sir and Rosa ma'am, who used to be my professor at the time I studied there, they helped me a lot in increasing my skill and reducing my fear towards communication. That's all about me. Thank you.
I'm very happy to have Mr. Kushal. He is one such kind of a guy. In fact, he was into electronics and communication skill engineering background. And I also well remember whenever there is a lot of competition that is there inside the language lab, he's always on top. He has taken the front seat, though he says that he is on the back bench. But of course, when language laboratory that comes, I well remember he is a pet to Roja ma'am also. Several times Roja is heard in this lab even after her disappearance from the lab, just because the effort that she has put in. And while guiding this Kushal, I have understood what best that Roja has put in. Thanks,
Yes.
Kushal. And
Thank you, sir.
I look forward for these kids to get benefit out of your expertise. After 17, you have put in 5 years of experience, and you know half a decade of experience is very high in the process of career development. I see that you are going to rock, and I now take the introductory session to Manimala ma'am, one of the best girls that I know, and she has been a very interesting source for so many inspirations in that time. Particularly, she is into language lab, and she has made all good attempts in shaping herself up and then making others also understand how well the language lab helps. Can I ask Manimala ma'am to put on her video?
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much. But you gave me a lot of introduction. Can you able to see me and hear me?
We can hear you, but why are you looking so dark?
Oh, is it?
We wanted you to
Just a minute. Just a
switch
minute.
your camera on.
Actually, I switched it on, but I don't know why.
Stop it and
Just
then
give me a
switch it on
moment.
again.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, what's wrong with this?
Maybe you have taken the back camera or.
No, no. Actually, I'm using my laptop.
Uh-huh.
If you can give me a moment, I'll just switch to
No
some
problem.
other.
No problem.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
I'm so sorry for this.
no
Just
issues.
give me a moment.
Okay. Meanwhile, we'll take Prashanti ma'am's call if she is able to do it. Prashanti ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ah, thank you. You're in a campus or what?
Yes, I reached just now.
Oh, that's great. We
Apologies.
could not have welcomed you well. I think Joshna was there with you, right?
No, I'm just coming.
All right, all right. All right. You're walking still?
Yeah, I reached your lab.
Okay, okay, okay. Can you put your video on
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
so that the kids will
Yes,
be
that's what.
happy? I hope Joshna ma'am is ready in receiving Prashanti ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, she is.
Yes, so we have seen Prashanti ma'am getting into the lab.
All right, all right. From one of the cameras, you can just talk back, ma'am, for us, Prashanti ma'am.
Yeah, definitely. I'll on my camera, sir. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Respected Hari sir and team and beloved students, I'm very much glad to see you all, hearing you all. Even while traveling, I'm listening to everybody. It's a great time. Actually, it's a very good initiation, sir. I congratulate the entire team of Lendi for doing such things. Very glad to see and looking forward to interact with your students, sir. All the very best. I am Prashanti from NSRIT, senior assistant and a old friend of Hari sir. So glad to have you all.
You're always a good old friend of mine, and then we had a very good time for the past a decade of time. Dr. Prashanti and I are putting together a lot of good effort in making most of the young kids like you who have to really show your talents outside. Dr. Prashanti is a senior teacher from NSRIT, which is another autonomous college, and she is actually an in-house external examiner for observing all the process that is happening around us. I really congratulate the spirit that Prashanti ma'am always takes up. She is the one who has been offering a lot of support for the team English at Lendi at any point in time. And most of her ideas also are incorporated whenever she puts a chart with me. Whatever the idea that is proposed, we also have taken up her ideas into our program, and such kind of an affinity that we have developed with ma'am. And she's also on the board, and then she'll be helping you out, and not only helping, she also can encounter you with what all the personal interview round that needs, that effectively observes. Okay, so thank you very much, and please have a glass of water, ma'am. I think you have walked and it is found.
Thank you, sir. No issues. I'm very much glad. I'm excited to go ahead with my session. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you very much for your warm introduction. Thank you.
Yeah. We have Manimala ready.
Yes, sir. Hello. Sir, can you hear me now?
Ma'am, you are audible, but we can't see.
I don't know why. Now?
Yeah, now we can see you.
Yeah,
Manimala.
so hi.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry for the interruption.
No issues. You can go ahead now.
So, a very good morning to all my fellow friends and my sir and the staff of English. So, I firstly thank you for this opportunity, because being an alumni and being an external examiner, this is a proud moment for me. So, apart from that, I don't know how much I can guide you with my experience. Basically, I'm having 3 years of experience, and for the 2 years, I have completed my master's. I have done my MTech, and now currently I'm working in TCS. So I don't know how much I can guide you, but I will help you out anytime. And how much I can guide you, I'll do that for lab and sir. That's it from my side.
You are straightforward and putting down all the effective mechanism of what you have in your mind. I know
Yes,
you are
yes.
you are better than many of those peers. You can definitely do all the best because your expertise of
You're making me like I don't have to eat my lunch today, or you're
no, no,
making me such.
no. Manimala is always a right resource, and then she had around 3 years of experience on a giant of
Yes.
software, TCS, and she'll be also interacting with you. And I hope this is win-win. I always believe in how win-win approach will always bring a lot of story in the life for career development. Hope this is what the introduction that we have undertaken. And now in the next part of the exam, we are going to break into rooms, and then as part of the second part of the exam, it is purely an hour and a half time that you can have student and examiner one on one. You can talk to each other. Student can tell about him or herself, and then the personal round of interview that takes place, and then the examiner can also interact with each other, interact with each student, and the student and examiner interacts with each other and exchanges all your thought. And purely it is personal, so it is not audible out, and it is only the personal round of interview where examiner and examinee talk together. For that, I request all support examiners to make arrangements well. And after that, I also request all the examiners to reserve some 15 minutes time for your general comments. So the timeline now shows 10:30. Until 12:30, we have time, exactly 2 hours of time in hand. In each board, we have got 20 to 25 students. Based on that, I request each support examiner and the main examiner to arrange and manage the time and see that the exam that takes place well. And I'll be mute myself now, and then I'll open the breakout rooms. I'll request each examiner to take their particular room. In this regard, I request even support examiner also to take your own examiner into your room. Right? All 4 rooms are open now.
Okay, sir, thank you for that. And
Yeah.
Prashanti ma'am, I request you to please join in slot 1 session.
Okay. I'm going to assign Prashanti to session 1. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Next question.
Kushal Agasti sir to slot 1 session 2 sir.
Okay, I assigned him.
Manimala ma'am to session 3, sir.
Okay, I assigned her. And one last Reshmi ma'am to Maha ma'am's room. Yeah, Reshmi ma'am already has joined. Right, and then I request all of you to take your turn, and I also have given permission to record at the local side. Session 2, you are also assigned to room 2. You can join there directly.
Okay, sir.